Welcome to the final High School Cube News MVP segment of the basketball season. I'm Beth Long, and this week we're profiling Scout.com, three-star in the heart of Whitney Young's team, their point guard, Miles Reynolds. Miles, you guys have had a pretty impressive season so far. It continues. I believe you guys are probably hoping to get downstate in the next couple of days. What's been so special about this year?
Well, this year we've made it farther than any point we've ever made it in my high school career, along with Jaleel and Paul. We won the sectional championship last Friday against a great St. Rita team, so the whole team is just in good spirits. We've had a great season all year, so we're looking to finish it out right.
The past couple of games, you guys went through some pretty big names, Simeon, St. Rita, like you mentioned. What were the keys for you all?
Just staying together. Every team that plays against us just shoots their best shot against us. Simeon in the first half, they shot unbelievable, had a great third quarter, but in the fourth quarter we were able to stay composed, come together as a group, and just have a big fourth quarter. Same with Rita. I think both of those games we were either up one or down one, and we were able to break it open in the fourth quarter.
You guys seem to have a habit of kind of playing even with a team, or maybe even a little bit behind going into halftime on the scoreboard. Then you come out in the second half and it's like a whole new team.
Yeah.
What are the keys for that?
It's crazy because teams come out so fired up against us, and sometimes we don't come out as fired up as them, and we got to pay the consequences. So in the second half, Coach usually gives us an earful, or Jaleel usually gives me an earful to pick us up. So I'm one of the leaders of the team, and I know when I'm not energized or not playing up to my abilities, the team is affected. So it just takes a minute for us to get going.
Your head coach, Tyrone Slaughter, has said that you are the heart and soul of this team. And when you're playing well, the team plays well. When you're not hitting your shots, the team doesn't play well. How much pressure does that put on you to play well?
None at all. I'm gonna do what I can on the defensive end every night. I'm always gonna play hard. Coach knows he's gonna get 100% from me. And with the #1 player in the nation on your team, a lot of things are easy. I get a lot of open shots. I get a lot of open lanes to the basket, so I just take advantage of a lot of those things.
What's the best advice Coach Slaughter has given you this season?
One thing Coach Ty tells us every day is calm seas does not a good sailor make. Every game there's going to be ups and downs, but we know what we're capable of doing. He knows what we're capable of doing, and he always trusts us. If you look at us play, he rarely ever calls timeouts because we've been through it all. He trusts Jaleel, Paul, and I to get the team together when we're down. Even when we went down 12 to Simeon in the third quarter, he didn't call a timeout like almost any other coach would. So he just has great trust in us, and we have great trust in him.
Young has had a bullseye on your back the whole season. You think that elevates your guys' game when everybody's bringing their A game to play you?
Yeah, definitely. With us having a national schedule, when we play at home, everybody wants to beat us. So we know we're going to have to bring it every night, and that's what we did for the most part. We didn't lose any games at home this year so far, knock on wood, so we're hoping to keep it going.
And you were headed to St. Louis. Why St. Louis?
When I went on my visit to St. Louis, I just felt an immediate connection with the coaching staff. It's my style of play. They like to get up and down, transition, shooting a lot of threes, and also they play great defense, so I'm excited.
And to this point, what has been the most memorable moment for you in a Young uniform?
Last year's city championship definitely was a memorable moment. This year, making it to the city championship, the 4 overtime game, that's a game I'll always remember. Those are probably the 2 most memorable moments I'll have in a Whitney Young jersey.
You had a bandage over your eye. Should have gotten stitches probably in the middle of one of those city championship games.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterfinals. What was it like running around trying to see out of your eye that you had pretty much bandage covering it?
Well, I didn't really notice how low the bandage was until I saw pictures after the game. I was just focused on winning that game. The doctor said I should probably go to the hospital now because it won't stop bleeding, so I had to put on a huge bandage covering my eyebrow and just a little above my eye, and I had to wear a headband so the ref couldn't really see the blood flowing through it. Thankfully, I got stitches right after the game, so it wasn't too bad.
All fixed now, right?
All fixed now.
How many stitches did you get?
I got 10.
Once again, this is Whitney Young's Miles Reynolds. He's this week's MVP and in fact our final MVP of the season, so congrats Miles and good luck the rest of the way.